Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ben, and I am a sacred cow. Today, farmers will be telling you about how to avoid things like me that seem to simply drag down your creativity and forward progress and innovation. But I don't seem to get it because people trust what they know, don't they? And isn't it always easier to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the status quo? Therefore, I have to ask, what's the big deal with us sacred cows? Well, maybe it's because we have books written about cows. Purple Cow is awesome, by the way. We imagine cows as action heroes, secret spies. We even think of them underwater, in the air, and even on stage. But the point here is that sacred cows like me are everywhere, and you need to know how to deal with them. Let's hear what sacred cow farmers have to say.
So what's the big deal? How do these things sound to y'all? Stagnation and routine is all created by the powerful forces that work against change and progress. Get to know the species of them sacred cows, because they're everywhere. Avoid these at all costs. In fact, what are all the cows in your life? Think about them. Now all y'all should get into the habit of breaking them habits.
Howdy, partners. Applying to the Bindwin case, Ula has some sacred cows she should reevaluate. Number 1, manufacturing cow. Does she actually have to manufacture the entire windmill? Or can she even think about outsourcing it to, let's say, Asia, or even China, or even India? Second, she is a financing cow. Is a loan the only option that she can get from the bank? Or she can even ask herself if she can sell some shares in the company? Or does she even need all the money right away? Maybe she can avail of some government grants or some other financing options. Why does she even have to bear the burden of financing? She can even ask her customers to shoulder their own kind of finances. And this may be an important question given the long payback period. Lastly, she has her own personal cow. Ula should put on the black hat and list off all the pros and cons while providing a timeline for her startup. It all boils down to time management between running her business and taking care of her family. Going at it alone is not the only option, so she could even think about hiring help, which looks like a good alternative. Cheers.
Alright, so switching gears, let's try something that was new to all of us just a short while ago. So what's the deal with new? I can see why change is good, but new all the time? We've got New Zealand, we've got New York, we've got New Jersey. We covet the new, welcoming it with open arms and unlimited talk and text. We do new just for the hell of it. Wow, their mothers must be so proud. And we dream about the new. We plan for it and we cherish it.
Being new or a beginner allows people to look at the world with a fresh eye and open mind. The beginner will see things that the expert will miss.
Thinking like a beginner means getting past the difficulty we face in seeing an obvious solution or spotting a new idea. That's because we have this topical expertise that interferes with clear, simple thinking. You know, those moments of brilliance. Some of the best advice comes from people who know the least. So here's a couple of ways that you can use in order to invoke the beginner's mind. First, pretend that you're a visitor from outer space. Take that alien look at a situation and ask really basic questions like, what's this and why do we do that? Invite a friend or a 10-year-old or your mother to work or a project and let them snoop, eavesdrop or ask questions. And always remember that what is obvious to a beginner has long been missing from you.
In the Big Win case, Ula can use a beginner's frame of mind to consider the challenges she's facing. As a new approach to her problem, she should reach out to people outside of her immediate network for advice. She should get as many perspectives as she can in order to consider fulfilling her dream of becoming an entrepreneur. Her children might be able to offer the very best of advice of all. An outsider or beginner will be able to offer simple concepts to alleviate the pressures she is facing head-on. One solution our test group of alien children came up with is to simply hire extra help and outsource the production so Ula wouldn't have to worry about these elements and concentrate on growing the business. Here you see one of our alien children's test subjects. It might sound a little simplistic, but Ula is working very hard, and perhaps a simple vacation would allow her to have a fresh look on life and her dreams of self-employment. We hope you enjoyed the fit break. Here are a few things to remember us by.